Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Survival Let's Play. So in today's episode, I don't want to be starting any new projects. The plan is just to go around the world and finish a few of the projects that I've already started that I've just not got around to finishing yet. So I've made a list of some here, so if I just land on the beacon, I'll show you the list that I've got. Now this isn't all of the projects that I've got started that haven't been finished, but these are the ones that I want to try and finish in today's episode. I've got some other ones like the Wither Farm and the Guardian Farm, but those ones are just going to be like such big projects, I'm not going to be able to do them in like one episode. So I've got the Flower Farm, the Hostile Mob Farm, the Nether Hub. I'm actually not going to finish the Nether Hub, but I want to at least get like the main section of it finished. I don't think I'll ever really finish that project because it's such a big project. I'm always going to be adding more stuff to it. There's also the strip mine. Now I've not showed that on camera yet, so I'll show that in a second. The storage for the honey farm. And then I want to make an entrance to the farming district. I've already started it a little bit off camera a while ago, but I just want to like make that a little bit nicer as well and set up a Nether Portal. So those are the projects I want to try and finish. And yeah, mine is just over here. So I started digging this out like a couple of weeks ago. So it goes all of the way down to minus 58 or something like that. I think that's the new level that people are mining for diamonds. I think it's minus 59 actually, a new level, but this goes down to minus 58. And I'm going to like dig down by one more block on each side. So I started doing a little bit of decorating with the barrels and stuff, but I don't really like how this looks. So I'm definitely going to be tearing a lot of this out and restarting this. And I want to get the stairs going all the way up to the top and then the walls decorated as well. So this is one of the projects I'm going to be doing today. But I think the one that I want to do first is probably the flower farm. So I'll put that first on the list. I'm just going to quickly head over there and we'll see what I've got to do over there because it's been a while since I've actually seen that project. Okay, so this is where the flower farm is over here. I've actually got a few chests that I might have to clean up as well. So it looks like 3 of these are empty, so I'm going to take that stuff back over to the base in a second. So this is the way down and then the way back up. So I will be building like a little hut or a house or something around this just to make a proper entrance. Then I also need to finish the down below. And it doesn't actually look like there's too much more to do down here. I thought there was more. I do want to work on the roof. I'm not sure what I want to do there. And I'm pretty sure that's it. So it shouldn't take too long to finish this project. There's just the roof to do. And then like I said, build a little bit of a house or something up here. Just to make a nicer entrance to the farm. I'll take the beacon down as well once I've finished that. So yeah, I'll be back once I have finished this project. Okay, so this is probably the easiest project I'm going to be doing today. It didn't take too long at all. You can see I've just got a little house in the middle of this big open area. I don't really think I'm ever going to be building anything else around here, so it's just going to be like one random house in the middle of nowhere. But I just kind of threw this together in like 5 minutes. There's not really too much going on. I just wanted some kind of an entrance into the farm. So I can go in here and then drop down, and you can see that I've done the roof as well. So there's nothing really like too special here. It was only probably like a 20-minute project or something. But now this is completely finished. And I actually just want to test these quickly. I've not used these for quite a while. I don't even know if they work anymore. So it does seem to be working. We'll see if the water comes out. And yeah, it does actually produce way too much of these crimson things over here. Oh, I think these are the crimson ones anyway. It produces way too much of this stuff. And it got stuck on the edge a little bit there. I don't remember if that used to happen. But it does seem to be working just fine. So I'm going to turn this off. I don't think I'll be using this project too often, but I'll probably come back at some point and just stock up on a load of the flowers and stuff. And then I will probably never need to come back to this project ever again. I just wanted to make sure it was finished. So yeah, that's enough of this project. I'm going to head on to the next one. Okay, so next up I'm over here in the farming district, and there's actually a few projects that I need to finish here. So the one I want to do first is down in the middle. So I've actually got this in the book. So you can see I've put a dot next to the flower farm because that's finished now. And if you look at the bottom, the farming district entrance, that's what I want to do next. So it's down here. I don't think I've really ever showed this on camera. But I want to set up a Nether Portal coming from the Nether Hub. So this is how I'm going to get to the farming district in future. And I kind of started messing around with some polished andesite for the roof. I don't really like how this looks. I think I'm going to tear a lot of this down. And then I've got the storage here. So a lot of the farms around here don't really have too much storage. So I just wanted to have a little bit of extra storage here. But I've got 5 chests at the moment for each item. I think I want to change this out and only have 1 double chest for each item. But I'm going to store items inside hoppers, inside shulker boxes instead. And then store all of these shulker boxes in the chest. So I do have quite a lot of work to do here. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this. I've got a couple of ideas. And I do have a little bit of cleaning up as well. I'm not sure why I've got all of these bone blocks here. So yeah, there's a little bit of work to do here. And again, I think I'm just going to do most of this off camera and I'll be back once it's finished. Okay, that's another project that I've finished now. So I'm going to head down here and show you what I've done. So for anyone who doesn't know what this is my farming district. The plan for this area is to stay AFK in this spot. This is like the direct centre of the entire district. And when I stay AFK in that spot, all of these farms work at the same time, or all of the automated farms will work at the same time. So then it will just collect all of the different items. So I've got a wool farm, a melon farm, pumpkin, sugarcane, slime, a cactus, and then I've got a honey farm up there. So those are all of the automated farms. I've also got a sweet berry one over there as well. The other ones are manual, so those don't work unless I actually interact with them. So I just collect all of these items just from staying AFK in this spot right here. But anyway, if I head down, I can show you what I've done. So I've pretty much kept the room the same shape. I've just used different materials. So I've got some deep slate in the roof. I've mostly got spruce for the walls. And then the support beams here as well. And I've got a little bit of moss in the floor. And I do really like how this looks. I think it's much better than it was like looking before. I haven't bothered to light the portal yet. And that's because I need to do the Nether hub first. Just so I can link the portal up properly and I know where it's going to go. So I will do that by the end of today's episode, but I've just not done it yet. But that is this project pretty much finished. And like I said, I've got these shulker boxes here. So the plan is to fill up the shulker boxes with whatever resource. So you can see I've got the resources up here. And then once the shulker box is full, I can break it and put it in here. So it's just a little bit easier storage. When I first started building this thing, I didn't have too many shulker boxes, so I didn't want to use them for storage. But now I've got the shulker shell farm, I've pretty much got an infinite amount. So I'm just storing them over here for now. I will bring more of them over. And I'm just going to store all of these items in shulker boxes from now on. So that's another one that I've checked off here. You can see I've put the circle or the little dot near the farming district entrance. And I've actually added 2 more things to this list here. So at the bottom you can see I've added the end portal. I started the end portal project ages ago. I never really got around to finishing that. So I want to do that in today's episode. And also record disc farm. So that's a project that I haven't showed on camera yet. But you might have seen it a little bit earlier. It's just over here. So it's not finished yet, obviously. That's why it's on the list. But what I've got up here is a little creeper farm. It's not a big one at all. And then I do need to get some more tinted glass. I think it's the tinted glass to put here just to stop the light from getting through. I've just put dirt there for now. And then if I jump down here, I need to make a better entrance and stuff for this. I've got a skeleton which is named just behind here. You can see him just there. So the idea of this farm is that the creepers will drop down. I will stand here. The skeleton will shoot me and then I will get record discs. So I've already got a few here already. Not too many of them. But I just want to build this farm. It's only going to be a small project. But I'm going to be finishing that in today's episode. There's a few little things I need to do before it's finished though. But that's not the project I want to do right now. The next project I want to work on is the honey farm over here. And for some reason some honeycomb's falling out of the farm. I noticed this happening a while ago, but I've not seen it happen for a while since. But yeah, I do need to finish this project. So I've got the honeycomb farm up there. The honey bottle farm is up there. And for right now, all of the items are just kind of dropping into a chest up at the top. So if I jump up here, this is where all of the bottles are going. And this is where the honeycomb's going. So what I want to do is just make a better storage system. I think all the storage is going to be down here. Then I'll probably have a staircase over here somewhere going up to the top. There's not going to be too much going on up at the top, just a few water streams and stuff, I think, just to send the items to the correct locations. So yeah, this is the project I want to do next. I don't have too many ideas for this, to be honest. I'm thinking a staircase over here, and then maybe some storage over on this side. So I think this is going to take me quite a while to figure out. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and do this off camera, and I'll be back once it's finished. Okay, I'm back again, and that's another project completed now. So you can see that I actually added a third bee out here. I said I was going to do this when I first built the farm. So I've got the two up there which actually have the farms inside. This one's not got anything inside, but I just wanted to add a third one anyway. That was the plan from the start. So I've gone ahead and I've added that. And if I go inside, I will show you the little storage room that I've got. So there's not too many chests here because these farms aren't the most efficient farms in the world. On this side I get the honeycomb, that's why I've used those blocks there. And on this side I get the bottles, so that's why I've used the blocks of honey on that side. And then in the middle, this is where I'm going to store the blocks once I actually craft them up. So yeah, this is just a little room. It didn't take me too long to do this, but I do like how it turned out. Then if I head upstairs, there's not really too much going on up here. I'll probably never come up here. But I've just got the water streams collecting the items from above and then dropping them down below into the hoppers. So this is another project completed now. I thought it was going to take a little bit longer than it did, but I do like how it turned out. And that is another one checked off the list for today. So I've got 5 more to go. But I think I'm actually going to take a little bit of a break from completing these projects. So I'm going to quickly head back to the base and I'm going to get some stuff together. So in the last episode I raided my first ancient city since 1.19 was released. And I had quite a lot of fun doing that. It was a little bit easy, but I did have fun doing it. So I've gone ahead and I found another ancient city here. It's actually quite close to the one I raided in the last episode. But I've come a little bit more prepared today. So I got my diamond hoe here with silk touch, efficiency 5, mending and breaking. I also brought a lot more night vision potions because I think I'm going to be here quite a while. Because the plan is to loot all of the chests. I want to try and get these, I forgot what it's called now. Swift Sneak 1 is what I need. I've already got the 2 and 3, I just need Swift Sneak 1. And actually while I'm talking about that, I added the Swift Sneak 3 to my leggings. So I can actually sneak around quite fast. I wasn't really too sure what that enchantment did in the last episode. Yeah, it's like walking speed when I'm sneaking around, so that's quite useful. It's going to be very useful when I'm raiding these cities. So yeah, I do want to find the Swift Sneak 1 book. I also want to find any like disc fragments and those shards. I forgot what the shards are called. Also, any enchanted apples are going to be very useful. So those are the main things that I do want. But while I'm here, I also want to collect a lot of the skulk. So I will build a farm for this eventually. But until I've built a farm, I just want to have a decent supply of it in case I ever want to build out of it. So I'm just going to go around. Now I've got the hoe, it should be quite easy just to collect a lot of this stuff. So yeah, that is the plan. I think that's everything that I wanted to say. So if I find anything interesting in the chest, or if anything interesting happens, I'll start recording again. But if not, I'll meet you back at the base to show you all the loot that I managed to get. Okay, we've got a little bit of a problem here. I managed to spawn in a warden. There was like 4 or 5 shriekers next to each other. I went to destroy them. One of them spawned in a warden. I think it's just below me somewhere, but it's been dark for like 5 minutes now. So I don't really know what to do here. I'm just going to try and fly away. Land over here somewhere and see if the warden goes away. It's the first time I've spawned one in, so I'm not really too sure what happens now. So I'm hoping he just kind of like buries himself in the ground again. And then I can get on with looting this place. So far I've looted like 4 or 5 chests. I've not really found anything that interesting. But yeah, that's the first time I've spawned a warden in. It's a little bit scary actually. So yeah, I'm just going to wait for him to go away. I think I actually destroyed the shrieker that he came out of. So I'm not sure if he's just going to walk around forever now. But yeah, I'm just going to see what happens and then I'm going to continue looting the rest of this place. So I decided just to leave the warden over there for now and I'm going to try and raid the rest of the ancient city on this side. And hopefully by the time I go back over there, he has gone underground or something. But I just found this chest here and it's got another enchanted apple inside. So to complete this series and to collect 1 stack of every item, I need 65 of these overall. and they're very rare to get. I found 4 in the previous episode. I already had 1, and then this is the 6th one now that I've got. So I'm just going to raid the rest of this. Hopefully I can find a few more. I'll take the coal. The books are a little bit useless, I'll leave them there. And then I've just been putting a wool block on top of the chest that I've already looted. I already looted this one, there wasn't really anything useful inside there. But I am finding a few diamond hose. I think this is my 3rd one already. So these are going to be quite useful for collecting skulk and leaves and stuff like that. I'm just going to continue raiding over this side, and hopefully the warden has gone back underground by now. I'm back over at the base now, and there really wasn't too many chests to loot in that city, so this is all of the stuff I managed to get. And the 1 enchanted apple is nice. I got a decent hoe here with unbreaking, silk touch, mending and efficiency 5. 17 deep slate diamond ore, which is decent. And then these things here, the echo shards and the disc fragments. So I need to get 64 of each of these. And I've got a few from last week still. I think it's in this one here. So I've got 9 and 3 there. So overall, what's that? 16 shards and 14 of the disc fragments. So I need 64 of each. It's going to take me quite a few ancient cities to get those. And I actually just remembered that you need 8 of these to make the compass, and the compass stacks up to 64. So I actually need like 9 stacks of these overall, so that's definitely going to take a while to get all of those. I think the stack of the compass things, I forgot what they're called, the recovery compass I think it is. But yeah, a stack of those is definitely going to be the hardest item to collect from the items that got added in 1.19. So I've actually got a decent amount of these skulk sensors now. I'm not entirely sure what to use them for at the moment, but I'm sure there's like quite a lot of fun ways to use these, just like around the base and stuff. So I'll have a look into that and maybe I'll use them soon. And I collected a full shulker box of skulk. Like I mentioned, I will be building a farm for this stuff eventually. But until I've got that farm, I just wanted to have some of it, just in case I decide to build something. Okay, I just had to cut for a second because the dog next door started barking. It was making a lot of noise. I can't really remember what I was saying. But yeah, I've collected a full shulker box of this skulk. I do like the block, it's a little bit animated. I definitely think I'll be building something with this. I think a nether tunnel might be quite nice out of this block. So I just collected a full shulker box of it, just until I've got a farm to be able to farm it easily. Anyway, now that I've been to the deep dark and I've been to loot an ancient city, I'm ready to get back onto the projects that I want to finish today. So next up on the list is the hostile mob farm. So I'm over here, and a lot of people might not have ever even seen this project. I started this thing in like episode 3 or something like that. I don't think I've been back here on camera for quite a while. The farm is all finished, like the farm works just fine. All of the storage is like automated and stuff down here as well. So all of the items get filtered into the chest automatically. This is how I'm getting all of my gunpowder for rockets and stuff. I've just got loads of gunpowder down here. I had a load of bones as well, but I crafted all of these into bone blocks. So I've got a load of bone blocks around the world as well, over at the storage room and stuff. So yeah, this is my hostile mob farm. I do still use it quite a lot, even though I don't really come over here on camera. But all I've got left to do to finish this project is do the roof for the storage room. I need to link up the Nether Portal, which is going to be here. You can see I've already put it in place, I just haven't lit that yet. So yeah, there's not really too much to do for this project, just the ceiling. And I also want to have an AFK spot going up. So the AFK spot's up there where I was just standing a second ago. I just want to wait up there, so I'm going to go through like here, and it's going to take me up to the AFK spot. And then over here is probably going to be the way back down. So yeah, I've not really got a design in mind for the roof yet. I think I'm going to be using black stone and quartz like I've got in the walls. I'm just going to go mess around on a creative world for a little bit until I come up with something that I like. And then I'll come back over here to build it. So again, I'm probably going to be back here once I've finished it. And that is now another project fully completed. So I've gone ahead and I've done what I said. I've just done the roof with some black stone and a little bit of quartz. I like how it turned out. I've got these lanterns hanging down from the roof as well, just to add a little bit of extra lighting in here. And then I've got this bubble vator that goes all the way up to, I think it's like 220 or something like that. So this is the AFK spot right here on the chiseled black stone. You can see all 4 of the farms around. And then the way back down is just over here. So Okay, that is this project fully completed now. Well, not fully completed yet, I still need to link up the Nether Portal. But like I mentioned earlier, I need to get the Nether Hub finished so I know where all of the tunnels are going and stuff before I start trying to link up the Nether Portals. But I am going to do this for all of my projects before I finish today's episode. Speaking of the Nether Hub, that's the next project that I've decided to go ahead and finish. So I only started this in the last episode. I built the middle part here, all of this part, so this is like the main Nether Hub. And then I built one of these tunnels going off to the side. So each of these has 10 little separate tunnels. Each of them will go to a different project around the world. So there's 10 on this side, and I decided to go ahead and build the other side now as well. So over on this side it's the exact same as it is over there. So I've got 10 of these little tunnels which are all going to go to different areas of the world. So it didn't take too long, but I have built the other side. And I've also just built something around the portals in the middle here, just so like there's something to look at. I wasn't really too sure about it. I think it looks okay for now. Maybe I will change it. I wanted to connect it to the roof, but I tried messing around with that and it just didn't look right. So this is what I've gone for instead. I think it looks quite good from like the ground level. If you're flying above, it doesn't look quite as good. But I'm always going to see this from the ground level anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I do like how it looks, I think, so it probably will stay like this. And that's pretty much the main Nether Hub finished. So of course there's still all of the side projects to do, like all of the separate tunnels. I still don't know what's going over on this side yet. And then this is where the piglin bartering farm's going to be eventually. I think I am going to start working on this pretty soon. Probably in the next few episodes, because I do want to get a few of the resources from piglin bartering, like the crying obsidian and the blackstone and stuff. So I think I will be starting this project quite soon. But for right now, I'm going to clear up all of the mess that I've got over here. And I'm going to head over to the next project. And I think next up is probably the end portal. I've got a few ideas for that, so I'm just going to go mess around in a creative world again. See if I can come up with anything that I like. And then I'm going to come back over to survival and we'll get that finished. Okay, I'm not going to lie, it's been over a week since I recorded the last clip. I can't even remember what I said in that clip now. I should probably go watch it back, but I've not bothered doing that. I just started recording again here. So I had 3 more things on the list of things that I wanted to finish in today's episode. And I've actually finished all 3 of them, or not exactly finished, but I've made a lot of progress on all 3 of them. There's one of them that's not quite finished, but I'll get to that soon. So I'm going to show you the first one, which is probably the least interesting, and that is the record disc farm over here. So I started this in between episodes, and I've gone ahead and I've just finished it quickly. So I've got all of the tinted glass in place. I've got this little, I don't really know what you'd call this, but this is the way down, and then the way up on the other side. I was going to do like a bigger entrance and make it fancy, but this isn't really a project I'm going to use too often, so I didn't really think there was any need to do that. But if I jump down, I've got a little bit of a room down here, and then you can see I've got the storage around the outside with all of the different record discs that I can get from this farm. So there's 12 of them overall that you can get from a creeper if it's killed by a skeleton. So I have got the skeleton in there, and for some reason he's actually despawned. I'm not sure why that's happened, or maybe he's died, but there definitely was a skeleton in there not long ago. So I'm going to have to go and get another one in between episodes. So technically this project isn't finished, but it was finished when I last checked it about 15 minutes ago. It's not very efficient either actually. The creeper farm up above doesn't actually produce that many creepers. I get like 1 every 2 minutes or something like that. But I don't really need too many record discs anyway. I've already got 1 of each of them. I put them in the item frames, and I'm just going to store the rest of them in the barrels. So yeah, this project isn't actually finished because I need to go get another skeleton now. But it was finished at some point, so I am going to check this off the list and say it's completed for now. Okay, on to the next project is over here by the end portal. And I actually forgot to mention in the last clip, I've not recorded for over a week because I have had time to play on the world, but it's usually been quite late at night, and I don't really like recording audio or like commentary when I'm playing late on a night time because other people in my house are asleep. So I try to always do the commentary through the day when people are at work and stuff like that. So that's why I have had time to play on the world and I've made some decent progress, but I've just not been able to record. But anyway, if I head back here, this is the room that I worked on. I don't really like it too much, I'm not going to lie. I tried going for the end theme with the end stone and the purple blocks. I don't think I like this one. I think I am going to change this up at some point. I like the shape of the room, but I think I need to change out the blocks. Probably just go for something like deep slate and spruce wood or something like that. Or maybe I'll try and mix it up and use some copper or a new block that I've not really built with too often. Yeah, I just don't like the purple and the end stone. It just doesn't look that great. But I have got the elevator going upwards now. So this goes up towards where the ice farm is. And I built a big building around this. So if I just head out here, this took quite a long time to build. I don't really know what this thing is, but I decided to build this. My plan for this area, if like no one's watched my videos for a while, I built an ice farm over here. And then I want to have like a full ice kind of kingdom going on here eventually. So I'll probably build a few more farms and then a few, maybe a castle and stuff like that out of ice and snow blocks. So that was like the plan over here. I don't know how much progress I'll actually make on that, but I thought I might as well build the first building over here. So this is what I decided to go for. Like I said, I don't really know what it's supposed to be, but I do like how it looks. And then if I head inside, I've got the way down over on the opposite side there, and that's the way up. And I wasn't really too sure what to do with the interior, so I've kind of left it for now. I've got a little bit going on over here, but yeah, I don't really know what to do with this. But I do have an upstairs. I was thinking I could have a storage room up here for the ice that I'm going to be getting from the ice farm. So yeah, there's still a little bit of work to do. It's not a completed project. I still need to finish the interior. And then I also need to finish this down here because I just don't like how it looks. But I am happy with the progress I've made on it. I'll definitely come back to this at some point and actually finish it. But for right now, I'm just going to leave it because I just don't have enough time in today's episode. And finally, on to the last project that I've worked on in today's episode. It's going to be the strip mine over here. So I showed this earlier. I've planned this out for a long time now. I knew I was going to build the mine here before I even had the lighthouse built. So if I head down, you can see I've got the staircase going down. So it's just a simple pattern repeated all of the way down to bedrock pretty much. So I tried to mix up the floor a little bit and add some like andesite and cobblestone in. And the same with the roof, I've got a few different variants of deep slate in there. But this staircase is quite long. I used to go down to Y10 for diamonds, so it's about here. But now it goes down twice as far because it's got to go all of the way down to minus 58 or 59, which is the new level that people mine for diamonds. So it does take quite a while to get all of the way down to the bottom. And you can see already that I've gone for quite an expensive design with some diamonds in the floor. Diamond armour over there with the pickaxe and the sword as well. I do like how this room turned out actually. So I just kind of winged this one, went for it. I didn't plan this on creative or anything. I do like how it looks. And then I've got the mine to the left, and then it's the same on the other side as well. So this is just like the exact same on both sides. And each of these has 20 little separate mines that I can go down. And you'll see that I've actually already done some over on this side. So I've got an episode planned which should be released in the next month or so, where I want to do 24 hours of strip mining. So I did something similar right at the start of the series. I think it was in like the first 5 episodes. But that was 12 hours of strip mining, if I can remember correctly. I just wanted to get stocked up on diamonds and some iron and gold and stuff like that right at the start. So I just want to do it again in the 1.19 terrain. But this time I'm going to do 24 hours of strip mining instead. And that's just so I can get a load of the new blocks like the deep slate diamonds and deep slate gold and stuff like that. So I can add them to the checklist up above. So yeah, hopefully if things go to plan, there should be an episode on my channel in the next month or so. Called like 24 hours of strip mining in 1.19 or something like that. So I've already done the first 6 hours. So each one of these tunnels goes about 2,500 blocks in this direction. And I'm going to start mining on the other side as well at some point. So yeah, hopefully I can like get that video recorded and then uploaded within the next month or so. But anyway, I was hoping I would have got all of these projects finished in today's episode. I've only managed to finish 6 of them for good. There's still the 2 at the bottom, that need a little bit more work. They shouldn't take too long to finish, I'm hoping. So I'm definitely going to get to them soon, maybe in between episodes, I'm not really too sure. Yeah, I'm quite happy with all of the progress that I managed to make in today's episode. And it actually feels nice just to know that a lot of the projects that I've had on this world for a while are finally completed. I feel like I've got quite a big problem with not finishing my projects. So I might make this into like a common thing where every 20 or 30 episodes I just go around and try and finish some of the projects on my world that aren't quite finished yet. Then hopefully over time all of my projects actually get completed. And I actually made a little bit of a book over here. I've had this thing in the lectern for ages and I wasn't really too sure what to put here. But this is just a few other unfinished projects that I've got around the world. So the Guardian Farm is going to be a massive project. The Wither Skull Farm, again, is a massive project. The Lighthouse is actually almost finished. I just need to do the interior. And then the Villager Trading Hall as well. That's another big project. I need to get so many more villagers inside there. And that's going to take quite a while. But those are like 4 projects I'm just going to slowly be working on in between episodes and off camera and stuff. And then I will show them on camera, of course, once I've got them completed. But anyway, this is going to be the end of today's episode. I think in the next episode, I'm going to be starting a new project. So I'm going to head to the Nether, and I think I want to get a frog-light farm built. They look quite simple to build. The hardest thing is getting the frogs into the Nether, and then like putting them in place and stuff like that. That's probably going to be a pain, but that's the project I want to work on next. So yeah, I'll be doing a little bit of preparation for that in between episodes, and hopefully I can build that in the next episode. But anyway, I have actually run out of time to record for today, so I hope everyone enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.